Hey, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. So glad to have you here. What's up, Ramu and Rays and Ike and Umbra and Sammy? Thanks for liking on your way in. I appreciate that. Nice to have you here. Today's stream was not a Patreon exclusive. That was last week. We did that last week. And I'm not yelling at a cupcake. I'm appreciating it. I'm prepared to eat it. How are we doing today, everybody? Welcome to the stream. So glad you can make it. I just realized I forgot to put cling wrap over my switcher so I don't get my gooey fingers all over it later. Is everyone having a nice weekend so far? Hang on a minute while I get this wrapped up. God damn it. This new container, I hate cling wrap, honest to God. Like, it's so useful, but it's such a pain in the ass. Someone needs to reinvent cling wrap and make it not suck so much. Someone needs to like do a better job at inventing cling wrap. What the fuck is going on in this drawer? I have these really skinny drawers in my kitchen. There's not a lot that can go in there. It's very difficult to use them. I'm still in pain. Why are you in pain? What's up, Jerry? How you doing? Making a futile attempt to recover my lost SSD, the one with all the stuff on it. I wish you luck. Well, everybody, welcome to the stream. A couple weeks ago, I was playing Lies of P. Well, I was going to play Lies of P. This was at the beginning of the stream when Green convinced me to play Food Guesser. I should move this light so my face isn't getting hit from the side. Green convinced me to play a little bit of Food Guesser, and in doing that, we discovered a dish called Zuger Kirschtorte, which looked quite delectable. And I decided I want to make it. I wanted to make it, so I decided to do it as a baking stream. Because, hey, it's been a while since I've done any kind of cooking stream. I got a piercing and it hurts a bit. Well, I wish you a swift recovery. What's up, Andres? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking on your way in. Did you sing the Bake a Cake song from Lazy Town? Not yet. We're like 30 seconds into the live stream once again. You gotta like work up to that, you know. So anyway, we were playing Food Guesser and we saw this cake called Zuger Kirschtorte, which is from Switzerland, and it looked very good, and I wanted to make it, so we're doing that today. And I had to get this alcohol called Kirsch for it. I don't really know if this is authentic Kirsch because like it says Kirsch, but it also says at the bottom cherry flavored brandy, and all of the resources I looked at for what the fuck Kirsch is described it more as a liqueur. I don't know what the difference is. I don't drink alcohol, but all I really care about is that it says Kirsch on the bottle. As long as it says Kirsch on the bottle, no one can be mad at me. That's a lot of knives. Are you talking about those? I got a new knife block set. For Amazon Prime Day this year. They're very sharp because my old knives were like crappy hand-me-downs that were treated very poorly. So I got some new knives and they're very sharp and they're very nice. But we won't really be using those today, I don't think. Not much anyway. It should have a label from the EU on it. What do you mean a label from the EU? This is from Minnesota, brother. 45%, dang, it's going to be a strong cake. Well, we're not just going to drench it in Kirsch. It's going to be like, we're going to turn it into like a syrup and mix it into some buttercream. There is a chance that this cake will just taste like shit and I won't like it. Because it's like, then it's not real. It says Kirsch, Mots again. That's all I care about. Anyway, the hope is that it won't taste super strong like alcohol, because if so, then it's not going to be good. I don't know that song. Well, maybe you'll hear me sing it at some point. I don't know. You're so animated today? Well, I'm more animated when I'm standing because there's like mood to walk around, I guess. Close enough. Yeah, Ike gets it. Listen, it says Kirsch on the bottom. You can't get this shit in the U.S., okay? It's not easy. I went to 2 different liquor stores to get this, and the second liquor store I went to, the guy didn't even know what I was talking about. He had to look it up, and then he was like, oh yeah, I think we have that. What's up, Kiana? How you doing? Perfect stream timing. I'm making food. Let's go. Mine is just reheated fruit from last night. You're not trying hard enough, Mackie. What am I not trying hard enough at? Finding Kirsch? I would have like bought it online, but well, I tried to buy it online actually, but it was like a $10 bottle with like $35 shipping. So I was like, nope, that's not gonna work. Anyway, this should be it's gonna be kind of a complicated cake. It's a layered cake. We're gonna have to make a few things in order to do this. I didn't want to be looking at my phone every time. I didn't want to have to pull out my phone every time I need to look at the instructions, so I wrote them down. And I'm also baking, but I'm making yogurt chicken for wraps. Okay. That's not quite the same thing, but the first thing we need to make, and I don't super know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's called a japonais. I believe it's French, and we're not saying Japanese, even though it does sound like it. It's kind of like almost like a crispy cake layer that we're going to put on the bottom and the top of the cake, and we need to make those and bake them for an hour. So I want to make those first and then work on everything else while I wait for those to bake. Better share that recipe at some point. I will. This is actually, it was hard to find a recipe for this because like Zuger Kirschtorte, it's a Swiss dish and it's like not super known in the US, I guess. It was hard to find a recipe for this. There were several recipes I looked at, but the one I went with is actually someone translated a recipe from German. So it might not be the best, most perfect translation, but I think it's the one I think it's gonna be good. A lot of the recipes that I saw had Kirschtorte with almond, either like ground almond mixed into the japonais that we're making first, or almonds kind of like around the outside of the cake. I'm not huge on almonds; they're okay, but I saw a few other recipes that had hazelnut instead, and I like hazelnut a lot more, so I'm making this one with hazelnut. But I do have my stand mixer right here, so I don't have to really like leave this spot. Usually I would go back there for it, if this is your first cooking stream, which wouldn't be too shocking because I don't do these that often. Oops, I pressed a button. Fuck. Ignore it. Sorry, everything probably went black for a minute. You can ignore that. I do have the other camera angle with which I can give you guys motion sickness and show you yourselves. Ain't that lit? Crushed hazelnut rim on a Kirschtorte is goated. It's gonna be like baked into the japonais. This cord is not long enough. It's not gonna be on the outside, but anyway, we'll get started because there's a lot of work to do here. Any Swiss people in the chat who can drop some knowledge? Who knows? First thing we're gonna do is beat the fuck out of some egg whites. We're gonna abuse some goddamn egg whites, I'll tell you what. I'm actually not, I bought some new eggs. I'm gonna use the new eggs because I want fresher eggs for this. I don't go through eggs that quick, so eggs tend to sit around my house a good amount. I'm offended because you didn't choose a German cake. You like German cake? This isn't like the only baking stream I'll ever do, you know. I saw something that looked good that inspired me to bake, and I decided to bake it. Is there something so wrong with that? I just discovered a Mr. Beast burger joint near me. Do I dare? Yes, you have to. You have to. Because you don't know how long that's going to be there. You know, like Mr. Beast is like suing like the company that he worked with on that because they had horrible food safety standards and the food was shit. Like you gotta do it before they're gone. You gotta do it. Don't listen to everyone else. Don't listen to everyone else. Listen to me. You gotta do it. Despite of making up only 10% of the egg population, egg whites get beaten 90% of the time. All right, where's my egg separator? I need 3 egg whites, some salt, and some granulated sugar, and then I need to grind up some hazelnuts and mix that into the dough we're doing here. Okay, come on. Yeah, that's good. Let's separate that sucker. The yolk kind of broke. We're gonna get some egg. Oh no, I gotta redo this. This egg yolk broke. I fucked that up. Let's give that another try. I hit it too hard against the side. The thing is, like, every time I'm doing like a cooking stream, I get like nervous about like the people watching me, and then I fuck up these basic tasks that I can normally do just fine. Not that any of you will believe me when I say that. Wipe the bowl with vinegar so you remove the fat from the egg yolk. That sounds like way too much work. Okay, that's better. That's way better. That's one. Oh, I got some egg cum on my floor. That's two. I hope you guys will see that the first crack was just a fluke and that I'm actually fine at doing this. Surely this is a good omen for the times to come. I promise you guys, I'm like generally a good baker. I fucked up. I fucked up again. Whatever. I'm gonna get judged no matter what I do, so. Now I need sugar. The ceiling, what about the ceiling? I mean, it's just a little bit of egg yolk, it'll be fine. It's not a problem. You guys can't really see into this bowl, I'm sorry. I don't have like a super tall Gorilla Grip for my camera. What I can like stick it closer and angle it down more, that might help. There you go. You can see there's a little bit of egg yolk in there, but whatever. 75 grams of sugar. Feels like it's gonna be a lot of sugar. I guess whatever, I'm not really used to making stuff like this, so. Fuck, I was supposed to, I misread my recipe. All right, we're gonna start it over one more time. I need to like beat the egg whites and then add the sugar, which makes way more sense than what I was doing. Rest in peace to all these eggs I'm wasting. This is not, no, it's not an Amazon Basics kitchen scale and bowl set. This is my bowl from my fucking industrial KitchenAid. And this is a very nice scale that was a gift from a friend. You guys are so judgmental. I can't get away with anything. Everything I do, there has to be some layer of like, oh, is Mac a scumbag for this? 20 minutes late, but I'm here for the baking stream. Don't worry, all I've done is crack eggs over and over so far. You haven't really missed much. Fuck, you got an industrial grade KitchenAid for? You must be baking at the store. I bake a lot. You guys know I'm on that bread baking grind, and I make pizza. Actually, I don't really use my mixer for my bread because I like kneading it by hand. And also, like, if you want like a really airy crumb for your bread, you don't really want to knead it a ton. So I don't do a ton of kneading, and I don't use my mixer for bread that much. Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Fuck.
I'm knocking shit over back here, don't mind me, guys. And we just need a pinch of salt. That ought to be enough. Okay, we're gonna bake those suckers together and then add the sugar later. I don't know why I was rushing and not paying attention and why I tried to add the sugar way sooner than necessary. Probably because I'm a fuck up. Hey Claude, welcome to the stream. I'm doing swell. How are you? We're about to beat some egg whites. Sorry, I know you guys can't see right now. Give me a second to adjust the camera. Let's be careful not to put the camera too close here. Forgot that I'm going to raise that up. I need somewhere else. Hang on. If I can put my camera kind of in front of the monitor, pointed down. Shit. I almost dropped my mouse onto all the eggs and smashed them all. How's that? Not good. Not a good setup. I'll just have to hold it, I guess. Hold it and show you guys. Mac needs a GoPro for these streams. How would a GoPro assist me that this camera would not? Like, I wouldn't have a taller Gorilla Grip just because I had a GoPro. Like, that's not going to work. All right, hang on a second. I got to adjust some things on the camera here. And then we can try to do a better setup for this. Aha! That'll do. It's not really ideal, but it'll do. I think this is going to take like 5 minutes, so I hope you're ready to wait for it and to hear this sound a lot throughout the stream. Now, while I'm doing that, I need to work on grinding up some hazelnuts. I bought a thing online and it arrived today, and that shit is dope. You good, Cap? I'm pretty good. I can't complain. I bought some... Where's my small one? There it is. I need that. I just bought some chopped hazelnuts, and I'm gonna grind them up with a magic bullet. That's my plan. It said whip, not gently caress. Okay, fine, I'll turn it up. Oh, shit. More, that's the maximum speed. All right, here, you can see, you can watch it. That's as fast as it goes. Put the mixer in a mixer so it mixes twice as much. I'm gonna bring you guys over here for a minute. It's really dark over here. You're gonna have to kind of suck it up. That's kind of cool looking. Hang on. Look at the center of this. Come on. Focus it. It's fucking sick. It's building like a cave in there. Don't you guys love all this ASMR sounds? If I can still hear you, Mac, those egg whites aren't being whipped hard enough. Well, can you hear me when I'm running the mixer and the magic bullet at the same time? How about that? There we go. It's hard to tell. You guys can't even really see where it's mixing because it's mixing down there in the middle. That ought to be good though. If I close my eyes, it feels like I'm at the dentist. All right, so here's the egg whites after a few minutes. Oh, that's looking pretty good. We can probably start to add the sugar there. Stopping by to like it, to strain, then back to being a wage slave. Appreciate you, Skippy. Have a good day. Are these... Oh, yeah, those ground hazelnut. That is more than well enough ground. That'll be perfect. Sweet. God damn. Hazelnuts are good. All right, let's start to add in the sugar gradually. So I need how much? 75 grams? No, 70 grams total. All right, in that case, I'm going to measure it out into a bowl. I'm going to keep mixing these while I do that. I'll try not to overbeat them. I'll do my best. I'm gonna add in a little more sugar than that. More than a couple spoonfuls, then. mind, this is not getting mixed into the batter. We're making the Japanese out of, so we're gonna mix this with the sugar until it becomes glossy, and then we're gonna add in the hazelnuts, and then that's it. It's going in the oven like that. Speaking of which, I should probably start to preheat the oven. 250. And get a baking sheet out. I don't have enough room in there for all the shit I have. Okay, that's getting there. That's getting there. Needs a little bit longer, I think. Just had pancakes, so I don't envy Mac for eating cake. You should, because this cake's gonna be fucking lit. I'm gonna need 2 baking sheets for this. It's too large. I'm sorry for all the noise. I'm sure it's very unpleasant. The little cabinet underneath my oven is full of shit. Like, there's so much shit in it. There's too much shit. I don't have enough room in my kitchen for all the shit I have. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Sounds like an animal playing the drums. Well, he's playing it fucking well, I bet. All right, we're going to... fold in the nuts like I do to your mom. I don't know enough room for this camera either. All right, so I need 75 grams of ground hazelnuts. I ground more than I need, so let me measure it out. Not milliliters, that's not the unit I need. Oh, I pressed the unit button by mistake, that's why I did that. I have only myself to blame. Oh shit. Just a little bit more. That's enough. Let me make sure that's broken up a bit. They got really hot inside the mixer and they kind of like, I don't know, they're like tacky, so I gotta break them up a bit, I think. Is this camera angle okay? Let me know if there's anything weird with the stream, like the camera angle's not good, or anything looks weird, or you can't hear, or it's too loud, or it's too quiet, or whatever. I haven't done a cooking stream in a while, and I had to like reset up all of my shit, so. How's everyone's day going? I think I already asked that, but what is everyone up to? besides watching a light epic Captain Mack baking stream. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I think that should be roughly what we're looking for. I think that's exactly what we need, which is great. I didn't fuck it up. Okay, so now we need to, like, contemplating eating my PC. Hey, all those computer parts, that's good sustenance right there, I think. All right, before we do anything with this, let's move that over here. I'm sure these cords look really good in my shot. Let's, God, I need more room to work. Let me move my notepad. That'll give me a little more space. Oh, fuck me. No. Take me back to the live stream. I still want to look at it. The eggs I'll need again, but let me just put them away for now. I can't remember if I need the salt or not. I definitely don't need this. All right, so now what we need to do here I made the Minecraft stuff and contributed to the Paper Mario Vivian near Rome. Oh, you're doing WPlay stuff. That's what you're referring to. I haven't really engaged with that at all, but I've been sent a lot of things from it. What we need to do here is take my springform pan, pull the bottom out, and we're going to draw a circle around it. I have a few pens I could use. Let's use this one. Probably use a pencil, but whatever. I scooched it. Wow, you can't really see that very well, but it'll do. It's good enough. Let me try a different pen for the other one. The thing is, this pen really needs to be kind of pointed down in order to show up. We have, let's do this one. That's a little clearer. That's a little more easy to see. Okay. I don't have enough room for all this shit I gotta do. Okay. You know what? It's fine. We'll figure it out. It's not a problem. It doesn't matter that I super don't have enough room for what I'm trying to do here. We'll figure it out, and it'll be chill. So now what we need is a piping bag, believe it or not. If you can believe it, folks. If that makes sense to you. Wow, that baking sheet is hot. I actually found a ton of LGBT flag spread around my island in towns as small as 500 inhabitants, made me a lot less lonely. That's cute. That's fun. I found a lot of spam tins in my town. A lot of people spam tin posting in where I live. No, don't close on me, you motherfucking piping bag. I still need to get in there. I gotta take off my rings. I shouldn't be baking with my rings on. Because they're just gonna get dirty. Fuck! There's a lot of Deltarune and Undertale stuff basically everywhere. Still haven't played Deltarune. Kind of waiting for it to go on sale. Not that I don't think 30 bucks is worth it. I'm sure it is. But I have a lot of other games that I already own that I could play. So there's that. Oh, it tastes good. I'm licking all the leftover messy shit off my fingies. Tastes very nice. I squeezed a glob out. I don't know. This is a fucking mess. I need to like this is like the second time ever I've like put something in a piping bag. So if you're like, holy shit, how did he make such a mess doing that? That's why. Just so we're all on the same page. So what we're gonna do here, I drew those 2 circles on the baking sheets. What we're gonna do is pipe this shit we just made onto the baking sheet in kind of a spiral and make 2 little discs. And we're gonna bake them. And that's how we're gonna make the thing. You need an apron, Captain. I have one, but I don't want to wear it. It's a pretty shitty apron. I never played Undertale or Deltarune. I played Undertale back in the day. I did like all the runs. I did the what is it, passive run and the genocide run. I did everything. I was very into it. Someone is in the process of drawing Groundskeeper Willie in the largest town on the island because in the Italian dub of The Simpsons, he's not Scottish. He's from my island. What do you mean he's not Scottish? How do you take the Scottish out of Groundskeeper Willie? That's like his whole thing. That's like his main characteristic. That's very confusing to me. Okay. This is also definitely like the wrong kind of tip for this. Oh my god, this is bad. Come on. No, why are you coming out the top? What the fuck? What the? Why is it like stuck? What's going on? What is like? There's like a. Okay, there's like a. There's like a patch of ground hazelnuts that didn't mix very well and are just kind of stuck together, blocking the tip. Now it's all backed up. There we go. See, there we go. That's more like it. I think I just got another. Okay, fuck this. This is a dumb way to do this. Here's what we'll do instead. We're just gonna fucking raw dog it. This is a fucking mess. It's not even my fault, Ike. It's the hazelnut's fault. If it would just come out like it's supposed to, we'd be chill. But the hazelnuts are grouping up at the tip and making it impossible to pipe. So, like, yeah, I'm not the best at piping, but I should. It's not. I'm not that bad. It's just a fucking shitty setup. This is way easier. Okay, we gotta try to make this like an even layer and not have it all bumpy the way it is right now. There we go. That's looking pretty. That's looking pretty good. Maybe you should make the hazelnuts comfortable enough with you to come out. I'm an ally. Am I not an ally, chat? Have I not been an ally from day one? I'm an ally as fuck. Okay. That's one done. Now let's splooge out some more on this one. That looks very thin, Captain. Well, there's not exactly a lot of it.
It's supposed to be thin. It's like they're like there's a top and bottom layer, and then there's a cake in the middle, and the top and bottom layer are very thin. I'm just going off of what the recipe told me. So if this isn't enough, that's because the recipe didn't tell me to make enough. This one's very uneven. There's parts of it that are thicker than others. I gotta kind of... Yeah, there we go. There's a bunch right there. Okay, now there's some extra in the piping bag. I'm gonna try to pour that out into both of these a little bit. It also doesn't help that I lost a lot finicking with it, so that's not gonna... We're gonna pour like half of this out onto this one, and the other half out onto the other one, and we'll kind of spread them equally between them. Okay. I thought that was some Swiss hipster cake batter I'd never heard anything about. No, I explained this at the beginning. This is the Japonese. There's two layers of Japanese, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing right, and it's like a thin, somewhat crusty, not crusty, that's the wrong word, crunchy cake layer, and then a sponge in the middle with layers of buttercream between them. I wasn't paying attention, I was busy eating pancakes. Well, then you don't get to question my shit. The real question is, how am I going to get this off of the parchment paper later? Like, I'm trying to think about, like, just texture-wise, how this would even come off of parchment paper, and I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question. It's basically some meringue with some nuts in it. That's exactly what it is, Ike. That's exactly what it is. You're 100% right. Okay, so now both of those are going to go in the oven for an hour. I can question everything, you're not my dad. Well, you know what? If you're not going to pay attention and then ask questions based on things I've already said, then I'm going to make fun of you, and there's just nothing you can do. Oh, shit, my pizza stone's still in here. Fuck, I forgot to take that out. Well, I need to remove that and place it somewhere it can cool, because it's been in the oven while it's been preheating. Let's put, yeah, let's do this. Ow, I burned myself a little bit. Okay, now those are gonna go in there for 1 hour. All right, lit. Let's go, we're gaming. So then next, the thing we're gonna do is clean up some of this fucking mess and then work on the sponge. Because the sponge needs less time to bake. Okay, that's easy, that's easy. I'm gonna clean up this counter a bit first. I've got this Japanese everywhere. Let's throw you in the garbage.
It is common to use almond, but hey, it's fair to switch that out. Well, again, this is something that I explained at the top of the stream. There are many recipes that use almond. There are also some recipes that use hazelnut. I prefer hazelnuts, so I chose to use hazelnuts. I don't even know why I say anything. None of you ever listen to what I have to say. You just wait for me to fuck up cracking an egg so you can make fun of me. I did listen, I was just affirming it from what I've researched. Okay, fair enough. Ground hazelnuts really made more of a mess than I was expecting. I resent that. I listened to you just enough to rip on you. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You guys are the picture of perfect attention when it comes to me doing something that's, easy to make fun of. But when I'm doing cool shit or I'm espousing my knowledge, you don't give a fuck about that. You don't want to hear it. I have a lot of ground hazelnut powder left over. Well, that's nice, actually. No idea what I use it for, though. So. I guess I could have put it around the outside of the cake, but it's in the trash already, so. It'll be inside the cake. It's cool. This one should be easier. This one should be easier to make. I just hope those turn out well, because I am... Well, we'll see. Should I clean this? Probably. I probably should. I'm going to reuse it for the sponge part. Just a quick wash down. I don't care about cleaning it super well. Oh, there's some goo on my cables, which is exactly where I want it to be. That's perfect, actually. What did I miss? I made some shit and tossed it in the oven, and now I'm gonna make some more shit and toss that in the oven too. How you doing, Harbotaman? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on your way, and I appreciate that. Nice to see ya. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna have to measure some shit out on it. I learned how to bake out of spite. What does that mean? Baking is an arduous process. We can only hope it turns out well. I'm a little concerned about that part. I feel like the thing I'm worried about right now is detaching it from the parchment paper once it's done baking. I don't know if it's gonna, like, as it bakes, just kind of naturally come off of it. Because, like, I basically painted it onto the parchment paper. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna remove it, but we'll figure that out. Excuse me, later. I'm hoping the fact that I had to spread it out with a spatula and not use a piping bag doesn't end up being a big deal. But we'll see. I'm hoping I achieved the proper thickness, because it's not supposed to be like super thick. It's supposed to be pretty thin, but like it needs to have some depth. The buttercream, the kirsch syrup, the sponge, all of that should be pretty easy. It's just that one thing that I'm kind of worried about. What are we baking? Zuger Kirschtorte. And we're going to make this sponge for that right now. pain in the ass. There we go. Wait, is there some shit on the inside of this? Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm sure that did not sound nice. There's some goo on the inside of my springform pan. Have no idea how that got there. It's fine, not like parchment paper is toxic or anything, I think. I mean, yeah, I guess I can just eat it, worst comes to worst. What's the big deal? It's fine, it's not a problem. All right, so for the sponge, I need 3 eggs, 90 grams of sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla sugar. And the flour comes after we beat those together for a little bit. You're gonna have to wait for the meringue to cool off so you can remove it from the parchment paper, I assume. You're probably right. Oh, you know what? I need my cooling rack out now that you mention it. Do you guys like my rack? Do you think I have a nice rack? Do you think I have a nice rack? I think it's pretty good. You put my rack there. Killer rack, Mack. Thanks, Wublins. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. I can barely see that rack. Oh, so now you're making fun of me for the size of it? That's not very body PC. That's like, you're body shaming me now? The size of my rack? Ike thinks it's a good rack. That's all I need. There's a good chance my camera will fall down. It is in a precarious position, but we're just gonna hope for the best. 3 egg, this time not separated. We can just crack those suckers in there. And then we need 90 grams of sugar, so we need to grab these 2 suckers again. Okay. And then vanilla sugar, which is not a very common thing here in the US. I've only ever been able to find vanilla sugar at World Market from this Dr. Oetker, I don't know how it's pronounced, brand. And I definitely don't need this much of it, but whatever. America has 5 kilogram sugar buckets. What the fuck? Why not? Sometimes you need a lot of sugar. I go through a lot of sugar because I bake a lot. And actually, this is 1.8 kilograms. It's 4 pounds. I've used that same sugar bucket for years. I constantly just I'll buy a box of sugar and then refill that bucket because I really like that bucket. Just a teaspoon of vanilla sugar. It smells nice. It smells like sugar. Excuse my sneeze. All right, we're gonna beat these suckers together for a bit before we add the flour. Fuck. I need to adjust this situation again. Oops, I'm clicking shit with my mouse. I do not have enough room to do shit like this. I'm gonna be real, guys. You should be thankful I do this at all, because I do not have a good kitchen for it. Okay, that's enough of that. Now I'm gonna measure out some flour. And I'm gonna use some cake flour, not really because the recipe specifies it, but because I have a box of cake flour that I use a very small amount of every now and then, and I just want to use some of it. Oatkar is pronounced Utker. Did the flour dissolve? What do you mean, did the flour dissolve? There's no flour in this. Or do you mean the sugar? I'll keep it mixing while I do this just for you. I think we have the same mixer. My mom gave me this as a present when I moved out of her house. No. It was like a Christmas present like the year after I moved out of my mom's house. I'm gonna add this in through a sieve and fold it. Is that right? Yeah. How did the idea of live stream baking come about? I mean, I've done cooking streams before. It's just I used to do cooking videos like a long time ago before anyone watched my videos. I just like cooking. I like cooking. I like baking, so it's fun to do. Sorry, you guys can't see very well what I'm doing, can you? I don't have a good place to put that camera, to be honest, to make it more visible. Oh, here's what I'll do. Turn it this way and move some shit out of the way. There, now you can see a little better. I just bought mine a year or two ago. I guess mine has more power settings, Smuggies. What? It's got 10. 10 levels of speed. That seems like plenty to me. How much do you need? Infinite. I will mix the world. I mean, the nice thing about KitchenAids is they pretty much last forever, so I'll have this mixer till the day I die, probably. So I don't think I'm going to get any more than 10 speeds in the next 8 or 9 decades. Probably more like 5. That flour doesn't really want to dissolve, does it? So old types and new types can understand each other without crashing an asteroid into Earth. It's just a prank. Honestly, people make way too big of a deal out of the whole colony drops and asteroid drops thing. Like, it's just a prank. It's just a funny. Shar just wanted to like launch his prank channel on YouTube. Or the Tetons, the Titans. I watched Shot Counterattack last night after hanging out with the secret... hang out in the secret Discord. Secret Patreon Discord. I don't know why I couldn't read that. I finally finished Zeta Gundam. And now I'm trying to watch Double Zeta. I'm being real, I don't really get all the hype for Zeta. It's like it was okay. It was hard to get to. It was kind of boring. The thing is, like, you can tell it was like Saturday morning cartoon designed to sell toys, because there was just a lot of like characters and plot points that kind of went nowhere, but it was like a good excuse to have an episode where they could show off more mobile suit battles. I'm downloading Double Zeta. I watched I'm like halfway through the first episode. The meme is real that Char's drama mama fetish on Amuro is the last second, and he's like, what? I heard that new Demon Slayer movie was good, bruh. I mean, people are going to say it's good because they like Demon Slayer, you know. It's the final arc, and there's a lot of fighting, and there's probably a lot of flashy colors, you know. If you like the flashy colors, I'm sure it's very enjoyable, you know. I'm sure it is. If you like stories and characters, then you're probably not going to enjoy it. I think the last 1/3 is good and lay down some new type lore. Also seeing Kamyu getting punched in the face every time he needs to learn. Kamyu got punched a lot. Because he was just kind of like a little shitter a lot of the time. You know what, the thing that was crazy to me about Zeta is like just the biblical volumes of insubordination in the AEUG that no one was doing anything about. Like Bright was hitting people a lot. Bright was hitting people a lot, but like they still disobeyed him constantly. Like even his own son, Katz. Like Katz would just like launch out on the G Defender without anyone's permission constantly, and no one thought to be like, hey, maybe we shouldn't leave the keys in that thing. Maybe we shouldn't let him keep doing that. This batter feels too thin, to be honest. And it doesn't feel like there's enough of it, but I guess I'm not exactly used to baking cakes. In CCA, Hathaway literally Grand Theft Auto's a GM to go join the battle and no one says anything. There's so much of that. There's so much of like people launching out in mobile suits without anyone's permission. Oh fuck, I didn't put any parchment paper on the bottom of this. Oh well, we'll figure it out. There's so much of people just disobeying orders, going off and doing their own thing, just fucking around, like, and no one does anything about it. This doesn't feel like enough. Is this gonna expand into a cake? Listen, Ramu, we can all be upset about it, but it happened, and there's no going back now, so. Is there new shows you like, Cats and Mac? Yeah. Gachi Yakuta's been, they've been doing a great adaptation of that. The new season of Don Dodon's been pretty lit. It's great. I mean, I could try to pour the batter back out of the springform pan and then add the parchment paper. It's going to be kind of messy, but I could do it. The batter doesn't need any baking powder, baking soda, or anything like that. No, at least according to this recipe, which I'm starting to have doubts about. To be honest. Should I try to pour this out and add the parchment paper? I'm going to, because I don't want to deal with it getting stuck on the bottom of the pan. You excited for which studio One Piece? If it ever comes out, I mean, shit, how long has it been since they announced it? Like 3 years? I think the problem is, and the reason that people are confused about it, and it's totally understandable, I think they made the mistake of announcing it like basically when they decided to do it, like as it entered production, rather than announcing it like before it was ready to, like a month before it came out, which is what they should have done. I hate when people announce things, games, movies, anime, whatever. I hate when they announce shit that's like 3 years away. Just tell me about it a month before it comes out. That's all I want. That's plenty of warning for me. I've been reading JJK manga, and I have to say the anime is a really good adaptation that you talked about with Land of the Luster. I swear it adds more than just the source material. It is a good adaptation. It's a great adaptation. It's a very good adaptation. I'm sure that recipe needs some butter. It needs some butter for the buttercream. But there's no butter mentioned for the sponge. What do you think of black clover? I couldn't care less about it, to be honest. It's whatever. Oh my god, this recipe is so long before it gets to the point. Yeah, tell me about your whole fucking life before you just show me the ratios, man. Yeah, I'm looking at a second recipe, and it also does not have any baking powder, baking soda, butter, nothing. Just to be clear, I know that you're great at baking. I have doubts about the recipe. I'm actually with you. I'm actually with you on that. I'm starting to not be so sure about this recipe, which is why I just looked up a second recipe to see if it shared some elements with this one, and it does. So I'm just gonna keep going with it and hoping for the best, but this is definitely kind of sus. Kirschtorte, indeed. What's up, Arior? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. I appreciate that. Is the form supposed to be smaller? No, it was a recipe for like a 9-inch spring form, which is what I'm using. Oh my god. How do you get parchment paper inside of a springform pan? There we go, that worked. Your mom needs butter. Maybe. I'll have to call her and see if she needs any groceries. Hey mom, you need any groceries while I'm out? Well, I know I live in Oregon, but I'll figure something out. I'll bring them with me on the plane. You definitely need butter. I'm going with the recipe. If the cake turns out bad, then we have an excuse to do another baking stream, I guess. But I'm just gonna go with the recipe, and if it turns out bad, it's the recipe's fault. I have enough kirsch I don't drink, so like I have enough Kirsch to last me for 800 years, so it's not like I can't try this recipe again if need be. The German websites say butter. Oh, well, what do you want me to do? Change the recipe in the middle of the stream? What do you want me to do? Switch to a different recipe? I'm just gonna keep fucking going with it, and if it doesn't work, then so be it. Where's the recipe from? I'm going to sue them. What is it? Hang on. I don't remember the name, but it was like the thing people recognized as like the recipe, at least according to the post I was looking at. Give me a minute. Betty Bossy. Betty Bossy. Anyway. What do you think about Mob Psycho 100? I watched some episodes of it, but I never finished it, so I don't know. It seemed okay. All right, well, we still have half an hour until the Japanese is done baking, so we'll have to move this aside for now, and then we'll work on the syrup. And the buttercream. Should I do the syrup or the buttercream first? Oh, damn it. I completely forgot to pull out butter for the buttercream. I'm an idiot. That's not going to be enough. Shit. I needed room temperature buttercream and I completely forgot to pull it out. How much is in this block? 113 grams. Fuck. Damn it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Put these in a bowl and stick them on top of the oven where it's nice and warm. I think it's One's a masterpiece over One Punch Man, whatever else he's doing. He's working on a new one. It's called Bug Ego. It's running in Jump Plus right now, and it's like, it's weird, man. It's a weird series. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do the syrup first, because I need my butter to be room temperature, and it's fucking not gonna be. Whatever, I guess. Isn't there a hack to use lukewarm water to soften cold butter, not hot? Maybe we could do like a double boiler method? Like how you melt chocolate? Is that the right term for it? I might have that term wrong, but I don't know. I'm just gonna hope for the best. It already seems like this cake is probably not going to turn out great, so whatever at this point. I need 100 mils of water. Can you microwave the butter for like 5 seconds? I could do that. That was kind of what I was thinking about, but I'm going to let it just sit there while I work on this at least, and then we'll think about what to do after that. I think right now there's a lot of warm air coming up through the oven thanks to the cake, thanks to the Japanese that's baking in there. So hopefully, my hope is that will be enough heat to kind of soften it up quicker. But we'll see what happens. So we're gonna mix water and sugar together and boil them to create kind of a sugar syrup, and then mix kirsch with that. Why did I put this in a bowl? God damn it. My brain short-circuited. I was going to put it in a saucepan. And then I just didn't. And then I just fucking didn't. I don't have my small one, so I'm going to use the big one today. And now I got to scrape the sugar sludge out of the bottom. Having fun, Captain Mack? I guess so. I'm a little stressed out about how this is going to turn out. I have a feeling it's going to turn out really badly. But whatever. That's life, I guess. Sometimes you try to do shit and it just doesn't turn out well. Come here, camera. We got to go over here to watch this water boil. What the... You guys enjoy watching water boil? I'm sure it'll be tasty. I'm wondering, like, maybe it's just gonna make a very short cake, you know, like a very short, skinny cake. Maybe that's what'll happen. Whatever. Here's the thing. It's like it's to your benefit as the viewer if it like doesn't turn out well, because then you can hassle me about doing a second stream where I try to get it right, or I try to use a recipe that's better. Can I just put the springform pan in the oven directly, or am I going to need to put that on some a baking sheet? God, I do not have enough room in my kitchen for all this shit. I'm not sure if I've ever baked something right the first time, which reminds me I was going to make muffins tomorrow. That's true. It's a learning process. Yay, more baking streams. See? I find my experience with baking is a lot of fucking up and improving every time, lol. I genuinely, like, it's too early to say, okay, guys? We're talking about this as if it's a failed recipe already. It's too early to say. I am sus on this. Like, it's a weird... It feels like there's not enough dough, or it feels like there's not enough batter for anything. It is a little weird to have a cake that like doesn't have butter or baking powder or anything. I don't know. This is like the Betty Bossy is supposed to be a pretty reputable baking site, so I'm just gonna keep going with the recipe and hoping for the best. Did it say how much it was supposed to serve? This is a recipe for 12 servings, which seems ridiculous. Maybe 12 maybe 12 Swiss servings. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. Well, cake servings are always stupidly small, so that sounds like a smallish cake. I mean, I'm looking at the page, and it's got like, you know, the same. It's a 9-inch cake, so maybe I'm a little. Maybe my spring foam is a little too large. I don't know. You're making a cookie, bruh. We're gonna let this boil a little bit until it kind of reduces into a little, not a ton, but into kind of a syrup. I'm like, I say that website is scamming us. Hey, if we get scammed, then that is a little funny. So we at least have that going for us. Boiling pog. From all the images I've seen, it doesn't look particularly tall. I'd say it's quite short for a cake. It is definitely short. We're not making like a double layer cake. Like, yes, it is a layered cake, but I would say, like, looking at the pictures, this cake seems to be like 3 inches or lower. That's what I see. It seems to be. AI wrote that recipe. No, hang on. That's not true, because this is from 6 years ago. The translation that I'm looking at. So I don't believe that's the case. You're all AI. Everyone in chat is AI. No, I'm real. I'm the pro tag. How can you be the pro tag if I'm the one streaming? May I give a manga recommendation if you want. No guarantee I'll read it, but I'll at least consider it. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for liking it on the way in. I appreciate that. Is everyone enjoying the stream? Even though this is turning out a bit chaotic? Everyone having fun? Everyone having a good time? We love boiling water. Woo! I'm enjoying chilling and chatting. Everyone's having a good time. We're having a great time. We love boiling water. It's going to be a very thin syrup, to be fair. It is not going to be very thick. We're not going to let it reduce a ton. I'm going to pull it off the heat here soon. Because, okay, so let me explain how we're going to build the cake so everyone kind of has an idea of what we're doing here. It's going to be one layer of Japanese, and then a layer of sponge cake, and then another Japanese. In between each of the layers of Japanese and sponge, we're going to have buttercream, which we're going to make with the butter that we're trying to quickly make to room temperature. And then this stuff here, the syrup, is going to be drenched on the sponge. Like, it's going to soak into the sponge to give it like a cherry flavor. It's not Japanese, Japonais. It's Japonais. It's like a French thing. It's like a type of meringue, I guess. Okay, that ought to do. That ought to be fine.
We gotta let that cool a minute before we add the kirsch.
No, you spelled it wrong, Mouts again. I spelled it out for you. You still spelled it out wrong.
Japonais.
I'm probably not pronouncing it right. It's like Japonais. Japonais. Some, I don't know. Fucking French word. Why are you not focusing on me, camera? Is it focusing on my mixer? Why are you doing that? Has it been not focusing on me this entire time and you guys haven't said anything? Now it's focused. Why was it doing that? That was weird. No E at the end. No E at the end. Just Japonais. Guys, I keep spelling it out for you and you spell it wrong. Let me think about what to do about this buttercream. This butter's not going to be cool fast enough. Or room temperature fast enough. Yes, there you go, Ike. Japonais. Why is Sephiroth and Simple and Clean from Kingdom Hearts unironically in the new Ice Cube movie? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna risk it. Well, okay, let's do some cleaning up here. I need the clean mixing bowl before I can do the buttercream anyway. And we need the syrup to cool a little bit more before we add the kirsch. So let me just do some cleaning for a minute. Cleaning pog. That's not how I've seen it spelled. That's not how I've seen it spelled. Look, I'm on Wiktionary. Japanese.
Japonais.
Japonais. There you go. It's the Japonais. What was I just doing? I had like a major moment of, you guys distracted me. Mac, when are you joining the MCU? Ask your mother. I'm going to need the spatula again. Let's hold on to that. Don't need the whipper anymore. If you see me in Quahog, say hi. But if you see me at the clam, I'm a talkative guy. I got that shit stuck in my head. Why is the only place to find Costco muffin recipes TikTok, because that's probably an ultra specific thing you're looking for. That sounds quite specific. I'm not shocked that there's not a lot of resources for specifically Costco muffin recipes. The stream has turned into a debunking the Swiss recipe kind of thing. Well, you guys can debunk it when it's done. Once we have proof that it sucks, we can shit on it all we like. For now, we don't know that it's going to be bad, okay? It's too early to tell. We're sus on it. We're sus on it, but we don't know. Okay. I think I have to. Let's take care of the Kirsch again. Or not the Kirsch, the syrup. Is this pot too hot for me to put on my scale? No, it isn't. It'll be fine. You do know you're in denial? I'm just waiting to see the results. I don't want to be caught lacking. I don't want to be caught being like, this recipe fucking sucks, when we're not even there yet, you know? We're not even there yet. What do we know? Yeah, it's probably not going to be great based on what we've seen so far, but who knows? Oh God, should I, this is 45%. I really would prefer not to take a sip of this. I'm tempted to for the funny, but I don't really want to. Oh, 200 mil. This is actually a lot. Wow, that is stinky. That does not smell good. I might end up using this whole bottle today after all. What the fuck? That was more than I was expecting. Do it. Take a sip. Take a shot. I'm not taking a shot. I don't drink. Ooh, it does not smell good. Oh, wow, that is strong. Yikes. I don't know. This cake might end up tasting way too much like alcohol for my liking. We'll see, I guess. Now throw a match in there. It's 45%. Doesn't it have to be over 50% for it to be flammable? I don't know. I don't know how this shit works. Oh, there's a little bit that... Okay, I'll try this that dribbled off the side. That is disgusting. Do you wear wigs? What the fuck does that mean? Do I look like I do? No? I grew this shit out of my own damn head. Oh, fuck, that bowl is hotter than I expected. That might actually be working. No, it warmed the butter too unevenly. Now, like, half of it is melted and the other half is... Fuck! This sucks. Will you wear wigs? No. All right. That's it. I'm just gonna microwave the butter a little bit to soften it up, and then we'll get to work on this buttercream. Doing it the slow way. I should have pulled it out last night. I meant to pull it out last night. I just forgot. So now we suffer the consequences. Drink. When will you wear wigs? What is this? Why am I being interrogated about wigs right now? If Is the wig lobby after me? If you want me to wear a wig, pay me for it. Sponsor my ass. Let's just stick it in the microwave like, I don't know, 10 seconds at a time until it starts to feel kind of soft. 15, we'll do 15 seconds. The Japanese can come out of the, I don't have room for all this shit! Can come out of the oven in 10 minutes. It's getting there. Could use a little more time, I think. Another 15 seconds. You sound angry. I'm a little annoyed. But we'll be fine. We're having fun, aren't we? I'm a little frustrated. I'm mad at myself for not pulling the butter out because I like thought about doing it last night and then I just forgot. Okay, that's more than melted enough. I'm sure that'll be okay. And if it isn't, add it to the list of other things that are fucked about this recipe. And we need to add sugar to this as well. It's okay, Harboderman. As long as you're having a good time, I'm pleased. So if you tell me that you're having a bad time watching this stream, then that's really going to set me off. I need a lot of sugar for this. 180 grams of sugar. It's all good. This is really entertaining. Guys, I have no audio. Can someone tell me if he's winning? Kinda. I'm enjoying the stream. Don't even worry, bro. Thanks. I'm glad. I appreciate that. All right, we need 3 tablespoons of kirsch for the buttercream. Where's my tablespoon? Oh, I put it in here. It's probably not super clean. Where did I put it? Didn't I put it in here? I guess I didn't. Where did I put it? Where did my Honey? Where is my tablespoon? Didn't I put it in here? What the fuck did I do to my tablespoon? Where is it? That's not it. This is the teaspoon, isn't it? That's the teaspoon. What did I do with the tablespoon? I know I pulled it off the ring, didn't I? Yeah. Well, where the fuck did I put it? Guys, I lost my tablespoon. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. 1, 2, dry. We'll count like the Swiss do. All right, let's see if this shit works. Where's my other attachment? There it is. More alcohol. Hell no. All right, well, when I was putting no, stop it. God damn it. My mouse has buttons on the side to like let you like go back and forth on Chrome, and like I kind of hate it. I wish it didn't do that. I should probably, now that I think about it, if I'm doing it from this angle, I should turn it so you guys can see it better. All right, chat, let's find out if this is going to mix correctly. What German curse words do you know? Scheiße, I guess, like the main one that everybody knows. Oh, that'll do just fine. Okay, it's breaking up much easier than I thought it was going to. I thought that was going to be really bad. How far is he into the... Can someone update Elise on the cake lore? No, you're not going to update Elise on what's going on? That's fucked up. Oh, sorry. I got to get my hand out of the way or I'm going to steal the focus from the camera. Okay, this turned out better than expected. Microwaving it for like 30 seconds. That worked better than I was hoping for. This is perfect. This will do. By the way, the recipe does call for you to like use red food dye to like make this shit like red or pink so it like looks nice. I don't like food dye is like a bunch of chemicals and shit. I don't want that in my cake, so it's just gonna be butter color. Do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? Yeah, I guess he's cool. He's a lit guy. He's a legend. I don't know what the recipe says, but the best way to do butter for the buttercream is to cut it into little bits and add it in a little bit at a time. I mean, I've made buttercream before, and just adding it all into the mixer and mixing it all together seems to work fine. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know, dissolve the sugar as well as it should, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, we got to pull the Japanese out of the oven. Oops. Didn't mean to speed that up. You know, that can keep going. Let's, I'm just going to put it on a low. Let's find out how the Japanese turned out. Oh, the butter, or the batter is leaking out of the springform pan. That's awesome. That's what you want to see. All right, let's see how this turned out. I mean, that looks about how I expected it to. Oh yeah, that's fine. No, that's good. That's all right. That'll do. It's just going to be a pain getting it off the parchment paper, I think, but we got to let it cool. So let's move on to the cooling rack. All right, now let's turn the temperature of the oven up to 350, is that right? 350. We'll wait a bit for that. I need some more parchment paper. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. All right, now while we wait, I forgive you. I have a bit of faith in the recipe now. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. I still don't know how I'm going to pull this shit off the parchment paper, but we will figure it out, I guess. I'm gonna I have a tiny little whisk. I'm gonna take my tiny little whisk, wherever it is. Where's my tiny little whisk? I thought I had a tiny little whisk. Do I not have a tiny little whisk? There it is. Here's my tiny little whisk. Some of this batter is kind of separated, so I'm gonna take my tiny little whisk and mix it back together before we bake it. Probably shouldn't have baked it so long before putting it in the, probably shouldn't have mixed it so long before putting it in the oven, but here we are. What do you think about the Mario Brothers? I like those games. I think it's a shame what Luigi did in Saudi Arabia, but you know, they're fun games. I think it's really shocking that he hasn't apologized for that yet, but you know. We can only hope the international courts will make him pay. Now, how'd this buttercream turn out? It needs to go longer. I should scrape the buttercream down from the sides of the. Bring the camera over so you guys see what I'm doing. The sugar is, you can still, it's a little like granulated in there, so we gotta. I think I can hear the Japanese. Yeah, it's like naturally separating from the parchment paper as it cools. This might actually be lit. The buttercream, you can taste like the sugar granules on it, and I think it's mostly just because of the stuff at the edge. But let me push it down from the edges with my spatula here, and we can mix it a little longer. The sugar can hopefully dissolve better. You're using sophisticated words, bro. Dumb it down. The stuff in the center is great. It's the stuff on the edges that's got like sugar granules in it. Oh, it tastes really nice. You can add a bit of milk to make the sugar dissolves. That is not a method I've heard of before. Unfortunately, I do not have milk, so. Okay, I'm going to put the sponge in the oven now. The sponge needs to go in there for 20 minutes. So let's hope this turns out well. Is it okay to refer to you as Captain Mack? Well, yeah, that is my name, so yes. Have you done today's food guesser yet? I mean, I'm not at my computer, Green. What do you want me to do? I'm making buttercream over here. I think I'm beating it a little too hard, to be honest. Push it down towards the center again. Give it a little taste. Do you guys not have phones? Good luck, good luck baking, Mr. Baker Man. Thank you. I'm supposed to beat the crap out of buttercream. All right, fuck it then. Oh Jesus. Oh God, that might have been too much. You hear that shit? You hear that? Hang on, I'm gonna pull my microphone closer to it for you guys. You hear that? Damn. I'm just joking around, bro. Don't take anything so serious, dude. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize it as a joke. This feels like too much. Yeah, it's kind of flying everywhere. It's like bunching up at the top. Jesus Christ, that's making a goddamn mess. How's it doing now? Yeah, the sugar's not really dissolving as much as it should. This is because I didn't add in the butter gradually like the gauging said. I don't know. It's fine in places, so I think it just needs to mix more so it kind of becomes more uniform. Okay, lit. All right, you guys can't see this because I don't have the camera on it. I'll bring it over. You guys can see the Japanese, it's kind of like a cracker and it just kind of naturally separated from the parchment paper. It's bent up at the end. That was my fault. I accidentally left it in a position where it could bend. So that's going to be kind of a pain to deal with, but... Captain, can you hear me? No, I'm deaf. Don't be ableist. Oh, it tastes good. It tastes really nice, actually. I ate a little chunk of a piece that came off. It tastes really nice. The multicam setup? Oh yeah. Now we're set up in here. I'm set to do a good fucking show. I'm going to put this baking sheet back in underneath my oven, which is going to make a bunch of noise. Don't mind me for a minute. There we go. The cake smells good. That's giving me some hope. I just cracked open the oven and the cake smells good. So that's good. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now the sugar is like... There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it, folks. The sugar's dissolved. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Let's hope it turns out well. Well, now we're just waiting on. Now we're just waiting on the sponge, which is like I said, it really feels like there's not enough dough or batter for it, but we'll see. As long as that thing turns out well, everything else is good now. The Japanese turned out well. This buttercream is good. I haven't taste tested this syrup, but I think it's probably just going to taste like alcohol. But we're not just, we're not just going to be drinking the syrup. It's going to be like soaked into the sponge. I'm so late. It's okay, Preston. You're only coming in at the end. That is so fucking strong. The recipe I read said like how much you were going to use is kind of up to your preference. I'm going to use a liberal amount of that. I'm going to use a small, liberal is the wrong word, conservative amount of that. I'm going to use a small amount of that. That is very fucking strong. Didn't turn out well. It tastes like alcohol. I don't like alcohol. I was hoping it would taste like cherry. It tastes like alcohol. I mean, that's like 200 milliliters of kirsch and 100 milliliters of water. So it's mostly kirsch. It's like watered down kirsch with a little bit of sugar. So it'll taste less like alcohol if you boil it again. Is that right? I mean, I've got some time to kill. I guess I could. I have to be really careful with these Japanese. Every time I touch them, a little piece breaks off. I'll hold on to this. I'll need this spatula for spreading it on the cake. Let me think about things I can get rid of right now. I can get rid of this bowl. If my little sponge cake turns out well, I think this will turn out well. I think it's going to be good as long as that. Then again, I still have to like actually assemble the cake, and I'm a little worried about that because I keep breaking the Japanese every time I touch them. So it's like I don't know how well I can get away with making a cake on top of that. We'll find out. We'll find out altogether. I'm leaving you, Captain Mack. So go, Captain. So Captain Mack, go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support. What did time do to deserve to die? What are you asking me? The passage of time made me old. That's what it did to deserve to die. Get rid of this bottle. Okay, we're halfway through baking the sponge. How's it looking? It's looking thin. I think there's a good chance that the sponge is going to ruin us here. But let's try to have some hope, I guess. just feel like there's not enough. Like I followed the recipe. I double checked my measurements, but it's such a small amount of batter. My fork I was using. I'll get another fork. I'll try not to give up hope. I'll try not to give up hope. Arboteman. I'm doing my best here. But damn, that is a thin sponge. There's this type of German cake that is 80% butter cake, maybe it's something like that, but Swiss. No, I mean, I've seen like cross cuts. There's supposed to be like a decent amount of sponge in there. I don't know. Mack, when is the next baking stream? Fuck you. That's what I say. Good ass buttercream. I have a chastity belt. That I didn't need to know. Whew, that has a strong alcohol stench as it boils. We love the baking and cooking streams. You never give us enough because they're a pain in the ass. They're fun to do, but they're a pain in the ass. Leather belt. I'm glad you guys enjoy them. I enjoy doing them. They just, like, it takes like an hour of setup and I have to like prepare for it like the previous day. And then an hour of teardown. It's a lot of work. A lot of work to make it happen. I don't think you do win, Preston. I don't think you do win that. All right, I'm gonna get ready to like dress the cake here. I'm trying to think of where best to have the camera for this. That'll be fine, I'm sure. I can kind of scooch this over. Why are you unfocusing? Why are you unfocusing? What's going on? Just stay focused, brother. Something about this, it does not know what to focus on exactly. What the fuck are you doing, man? I do have a cake board. Yes, I do. Not a great camera. It's a nice camera, just it's struggling with figuring out what to focus on there. Whew. I feel like I'm getting an alcohol high. What do they call that? you want to tell my mom hi? Hi, Mom. What's up? How you doing? I'm baking a cake. It's pretty lit. When is the next Luna stream? Luna hasn't even come in the kitchen one time. I thought like if she came into the kitchen, I could like show her. But she hasn't come into the kitchen a single time. What's she even doing right now? I don't know. Where is she? She's probably in the balcony or like in the window to the balcony. I'm gonna pull this back off the heat. I'm hoping that helped it reduce it a little bit, but it's gonna need to cool down before I assemble the cake. Then again, the cake itself is also gonna have to cool down, so maybe I will let that boil a little longer. She's proud of you. I'm doing good. How you doing, man? I'm great. I'm fine. I think this cake is probably not going to turn out great. It depends. It seems like the recipe is a little fucked, but we'll find out. I followed the instructions, so if it's fucked, if it's bad, not my fault. Not my fault. My AC just tripped. Let me go put it back on. Luna is in fact in the window to the balcony, as I thought. She's sitting here. She's laying down. She's sleeping. All right, sponge comes out in 2 minutes. 2 minutes will be the moment of truth where we find out whether or not this recipe is fucked up. Remember to tell you the orange chicken story sometime. Okay, you got it. Can we see her? No, I'm not going to disturb her just so I can show her. She's sleeping. Leave her alone. Whew, that smell. Okay, let's pull that off. 1 minute, folks. 1 minute till we find out what this sponge looks like. Let's see. We're about to find out if it's unbelievably fucked up or if it's usable. Are you excited? I'm excited. I feel excited and nervous, but mostly excited. Where are my oven mitts? Oh, they're over here. Here we go. Here we go. 15 seconds. I can't pull it out a second sooner. I won't. If it doesn't have that last 10 seconds of baking, it's not going to be thick enough. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth, folks. What the fuck is that? It's fucking lumpy. Do you see that? It's fucking lumpy. And it's not very thick. Why is it lumpy? Fuck. I gotta give that a minute to cool down before we pull it out of the springform pan, but that doesn't seem like a great sign. Let me move the springform pan to the cooling rack. It's lumpy, folks. It looks really bad, to be honest. It Doesn't feel very thick. It feels very, very thin. It didn't really rise much at all. Why did it turn out that way? Do you know? I don't know. I don't know enough about baking to know why. All I did was follow the recipe, so this is the recipe's fault. Eat it, you don't know. Taste it. Well, you can't just taste. You can't just sample a cake. You got to make the cake. I want to propose redoing the sponge. I guess I could. I mean, everything else turned out okay. I would need to find somewhere to put this buttercream because I would need this mixing bowl. How long does sponges take to make? It didn't take long. I don't know. Does someone have like a 9-inch thin 9-inch sponge recipe on deck that they could look to? It's probably too hot to put on top of this plastic thing, but fuck it, we ball. Doesn't want to separate. That is fucked. What is that? What even is this? What is that? What is this, like, pizza disc of cake? What the fuck is that? It does look like a pancake, you're right. That's not. It's actually, okay, it's more even than it appeared at first. Like the parts that were like sticking up when I pulled it out of the oven have kind of evened back out. So it is like an even shape, but it's a fucking pancake. Fuck. That cake ain't right. Tastes fucking mid. Can they use some syrup to go with it? Hey, when you're right, you're right. All right, how hard would it be for me to make a fucking spong here? I need like okay, so 9-inch sponge cake recipe. And I need something that's thin. Oh, this looks perfect. Maybe. This might be perfect. If I do, I might have to do it like half, but. What are you going to do now? It's over. I mean, everything else is fine. The Japanese turned out fine. The syrup is alcohol-y, but I think it's supposed to be. The buttercream is fine. If I can just make... Jesus fucking Christ, get to the recipe! I hate these websites, man. This recipe makes one tall 9-inch cake. So if I do half of this recipe, it should end up being the right size, I think. Are you looking up today's food guests here? Not right now. I'm busy. Ow, that's fucking hot. I'm gonna move my pancake back onto the cooling rack, I guess. I'm gonna need so many dishes for this, and I'm like out of bowls. I'm gonna have to clean a bunch of dishes. Already 2 hours in this fucking live stream. This recipe is too complicated. I need a simple one. Look on the bright side, you know? What bright side? My cake is fucked! Just show me the fucking recipe. Why do they always have to have 500 paragraphs of, my mom used to bake the best cakes before you just show me the fucking ingredients, bro? All right, I found a fairly simple ingredient that I think should work. Yeah, this should do. This should do, I think. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this recipe. This will do, I think. I'm going to do half the recipe, so it's a smaller cake. That'll do. Oh, I'm so annoyed. What do I do with this fucking buttercream? I'm going to move it into a mixing bowl. That's what I'll do. Not this mixing bowl, because I can use this later. I'll put it in this one. The recipe was bad, not you. The recipe is definitely bad. I don't know what the fuck they were on about with that sponge cake. Everything else seemed to turn out okay, though, so I don't know why that part is so fucked. Did I do something wrong? Am I the problem? Chat, be honest, am I the problem? How's the things going? We're having a bit of existential dread. How are you, Claude? Set that aside for later. Cleaning out the bowl because I want to use it again. I don't want to use the hand mixer. The hand mixer is a pain in the ass. I'll do the vinegar thing this time. So it's nice and clean. Basically, Claude, the sponge for our cake turned out fucked up, so we have to try again, which is very unfortunate. But it's going to be worth it because we're going to have a delicious cake at the end, right? Right, chat? I'm not coping by saying that. All right, we're preheating the oven. I have that bowl for later. Put this over here for now. Put this over here for now. I need my spring form. I gotta clean this shit too. It's full of a bunch of bullshit. There's a bunch of dry cake bits stuck in there. This is hilarious. Hey, at least you're having fun. That's all that matters. We're having fun, right, Chad? We're having a good time. Everyone's having a great time watching the funny live stream where Captain Mack fucks up his cake. But we're gonna do it better. We're gonna do it better this time, right? I mean, yeah, definitely. It's definitely gonna turn out good this time. It's not gonna be fucked up. My confidence hasn't been shot by the results of the previous sponge. When I cook, I have to tie my hair back. How is it not driving you nuts? I don't know. I guess I'm just used to it. I have hair in my face pretty much all day, every day. Let's think. Start with the eggs. No. Start with the flour and salt and shit. Where's my scale? Where did I put? Oh, I put it over here. Use butter and flour for the rest of the baking pan. I mean, that, I guess I could. I don't know. I'm kind of in like, who fucking cares at this point. At least my pancake turned out good, like it tastes good. At least we have that. Hawaii pancakey. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Honest to God, this is fucking dumb. Whatever. We'll figure it out, man. I've been gone a while. What happened? My cake looks like this, Andre. That's what happened. This is my cake. Do you want to eat it? I'm gonna throw it like a frisbee at the fucking wall. Feeling hungry yet? Hey, I was gonna eat that. Well, it's on the floor now if you want it. I'm gonna shit my pants, man. Where egg? Do I have enough eggs for this left? I broke a lot of eggs earlier. I should probably go pick that up off the floor. Do you do frisbee golf? Your form is impeccable. Oh, I wasn't supposed to put the butter in yet. I just kind of did. You just pull that out, set that aside somewhere safe. I'm kind of fucking up these egg cracks because I'm annoyed right now. Man, I was looking at chat when I was cracking that egg and just kind of cracked it at the bottom instead of on the side. That was number 4, right? God, fucking Captain Mack crack an egg without... What the fuck? Whatever. I'm so annoyed, honest to God. There's fucking eggshells in my shit, man! I've returned, Captain. How goes the bake? Ask Andres. Fuck it. There's eggshells in my cake. I don't care. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. I'm over it. I'm over it. Where's my whisk? It's in here.
There's my cake on the floor, Ike, by the way, if you're wondering. Where the fuck is the baking powder? I don't remember. There it is, found it.
Oh, boys. Oh, boys. I'm just... Oh. Everything's fine. It's all chill. We love baking. It's so much fun for everyone. How much of this fucking sugar do I need?
Thank you, Harvey. I'm doing my best. I think it's not a very well-known dessert, to be fair to you.
No, don't fall in the mixture. Oh God, do I even have enough sugar? I'm not sure that I do. This is a lot of fucking sugar. Well, I need to buy sugar now. Where the fuck did I put the... There it is. Ah! You scared me. Where did... There it is. I forgot where I put this thing.
I'll do a party to my quarters now. Good night. Appreciate you, Andres. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you later, brother. The mixture is the reflection of his anger. I just want a good cake, man. I just want a nice cake to consume today. That'd be nice. That's all I wanted, just a nice cake. But the gods mock people who desire nice things. The fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, apparently my microphone's battery is dead, even though it was full. Well, then this whole stream is fucked then. I don't have another microphone I can use. It's gonna die. It's gonna die, and it's gonna be a quiet live stream apparently. This is fantastic. So I'm gonna try to, like, I don't know, charge the microphone, and I'm gonna be tethered to the fucking wall. I'm awfully pissed off because the receiver still has plenty of battery, but for some reason the transmitter, which is what this piece is called, is fucking dead for some reason. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I can still be a little mobile and try to clean up some here. I'm gonna take my microphone off and try to put it somewhere that it'll hear. I'm gonna pin it to this wire right here, and it'll be able to hear me just a little bit quietly, and we'll just work with it, I guess. I'm gonna eat another piece of my pancake. kitchen is a fucking mess. It doesn't help that I was throwing shit around, but I was in kind of a pissed off mood. Wasn't this on the floor? What, are you too good for floor food, Richie? Got too much money in your pocket for some floor food, huh? Is that what you're gonna tell me? Huh? Fuck you. There's my tub of sugar. Hopefully this will be the last sponge I make today. Maybe you should drink some carrots to take the edge off. I think that would just piss me off more. That would not be a good idea right now. The burning of my intestinal tract would make me a little upset, I think. You an angry drunk, Mac? I've never been drunk in my entire life. Fine, I will cling film the buttercream. This is just fucked. This cake is gonna be terrible anyway. Like the whole thing is fucked. It's just not gonna be good. How come everything I try to make off stream turns out great and everything I try to make on stream turns out horrible? What's up with that? It's giving me a bad feeling. You guys probably can't hear me very well, I just realized. I forgot that I don't have the microphone on me. So I haven't enough flame in my dishwasher for all this shit. A little bit. I can kind of fit everything. It's not too bad audio-wise. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. It's not the ideal setup, but I'm really annoyed that like my transceiver just like died even though the receiver's still just fine. Like why are their battery lives totally different all of a sudden? What the heck is that thing? Oh, is the camera blocking? I guess I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the fact that the camera is blocking shit. Sorry. I can't really see my OBS preview when the camera's up there, so. What's up, Mack again? Playing StarCraft 2 co-op. Who are you playing with? Green? Or are you purposely playing without Green to make her feel bad? He doesn't ask me to play. Damn. Green is dodging Mots again. It's fucked up. probably because I'm so based. Green hates being based people. That's why she hangs out with me so much. Because I am a fucking loser. I'm gonna move my stand mixer back to its normal home because I'm not using it again today. If I have to use it again today, I'm gonna cry. So I'm just gonna put it away. Alright, the kitchen is mostly clean. The only stuff that's still out is all the video equipment and the stuff that I still need. I could not figure out what StarCraft 2 was. I have played StarCraft 2 before, but I just didn't think of it. Like you couldn't figure out what the acronym SC2 meant? Is that what you mean? I think I'm going to throw away this pancake. I don't think I'm going to finish the rest of it. If one of you wants it, maybe I could like throw it out my window and see if it hits your house. It's probably less aerodynamic with the bites out of it, but... I need something to drink. Not Kirsch, not that kind of drink, just some liquid to put down my throat. And I gotta add some shit to my shopping list. Toss it here, Mack. I'm open. You weren't here when I threw it at the Walmarts again. You missed that. It's a shame. Let me turn off this camera and let it cool down a bit. Okay, well, the kitchen's clean. We have about 15 minutes before the sponge is done. How's it looking? It's rising. It's rising, unlike the last one. There actually seemed to be a decent amount of batter in there, so... Bro claims to hate alcohol, but cracks open a beer. It's a ginger beer. It's a non-alcoholic beverage. I don't know why the fuck they call it beer. I think it's because it's like brewed. It's brewed in some way. Brewed by dwarves in the outback. Oh, since I moved the camera, the microphone's now facing towards the counter. Let me try to move it somewhere better. I don't know, right here. This is a very awkward setup for audio. I've never done something like this before. Have a lav mic connected to a fucking phone charger that's charging my wireless microphone pack. But hey, I mean, if you guys can hear me, then it's all chill. My feet hurt. I need somewhere to sit. I don't have any chairs in this kitchen. I slave all day over a mixing bowl for you. My feet hurt. Is everything okay? No, my feet hurt. I was just explaining that. I just said that. My microphone's covered in flour. Or not my microphone, my mouse. My mouse is covered in flour. Let me get my cake decorating stuff back out. for later. Go sit down for a few minutes, Mac. We can take an intermission.
Nah, it's chill. It's all right.
I could grab one of my dining chairs and put it here in the kitchen. That wouldn't be too hard. I've done this before during a quick. Well, you guys can hear me. Matt, can you recreate the jam session birthday ad using your pan sponge cake? I don't know what you're referring to. Is the thing? I don't know what that means. And also the pancake is in the trash now. So, God damn it! I keep finding like sticky, stuck-on bits on my counter. I gotta clean it up good for when I make bread at some point in the future. This stream was derailed by the whole sponge situation. I'm so pissed. Like I checked, it's not like even like a translation issue. Like I checked the website with the original recipe and it just seems like it's kind of fucked. What the fuck is this fucking sponge cake? Fuck instant rockstar. I have no idea what you're referring to. I've never seen this before. I don't think. This sounds completely unfamiliar. Can you play today's food guess before it rolls over? You guys aren't even going to be able to see what I'm doing. I can't show you my phone. Food guesser. I guess I can show. I don't know. Where's my? The switcher's too far away. I'll just show this camera. Okay, so this is round one. Looks like some kind of fucked up oat cake. Flour, sugar, butter, milk, eggs, yeast, salt, vanilla extract, almonds, cinnamon optional. I don't know. This looks like some European shit. Let's go with France. It borders France. Okay, I'm kind of cracked at this. Let's see. What borders France that I could try? Maybe Spain. It uses almonds, which are very German, I feel like. That's a German cake. I'll try Germany. Butterkuchen. Okay, yeah, it's just butter cake. What's the next one? This looks American. I don't know. What does that say? Lobster? Lobster meat, mayonnaise, lemon juice. Okay, I'm gonna go with the USA. I got it. That's the Mick Lobster. Offered in McDonald's primarily in Canada. What the fuck? The Mick Lobster? I ain't never heard of no Mick Lobster. What the hell is that? Everyone's talking about the McRib. Why is no one mentioning the McLobster? I thought it was just a fucking lobster roll. No, it's a Mc... What? That looks horrid. What is that? That looks disgusting. What the fuck is that? Pork, pineapple juice, soy sauce, brown sugar, garlic, onion, pepper, bay leaves, pineapple chunks, banana ketchup, carrots, potatoes, raisins, cooking oil. A delightful blend of sweet and savory flavors featuring pork marinated in a mixture of pineapple juice, soy sauce, and sugar. The meat is then slow cooked until tender, allowing the flavors to meld harmoniously. Often adorned with pineapple slices for added sweetness. Provides a succulent and rich taste experience that both comforting and indulging. See, This sounds like the U.S. too. This sounds like some southern barbecue shit. But I don't know if they would do 2 U.S. ones in a day. I only know Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. What's the difference? What the difference is to Zuger? I don't know. You're asking the wrong person. Banana ketchup is a big giveaway. I have never heard of banana ketchup. What the hell is banana ketchup? I'm gonna guess the U.S. again. Ice cold. It's nowhere near the U.S. Fuck. What the hell is banana ketchup? I don't know. Russia? They don't have fucking bananas in Russia. I mean, I guess they could import them, but... India. No. A lot of people in India that don't eat pork. I don't know. I'll go Thailand. That's closer, but still not quite close. Oz? It's east of Thailand. What? It's US related as a hint. US related? But is that a hint? I'm gonna go with Oz. I'm gonna try Oz. Okay, it's further from Australia than it is from Thailand. What? What the fuck is banana ketchup? Philippines? You're kind of stealing my guesses here. Kind of just okay. It's from the Philippines. What the fuck is banana ketchup? I never heard of that. It sounds horrid. I scored pretty high today. I did pretty well. I was pretty far above average this time. Banana instead of tomatoes? Maybe. Maybe? Or is it like ketchup mixed with bananas? Maybe Nina Banana knows. We got 7 more minutes on that sponge cake. And then we'll have to wait for it to cool down a bit. And then we can dress it and try to make the cake. How is Philippines U.S. related, Matsugen? Were they a colony of ours at some point? How is the Philippines U.S. related? I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. The U.S. owned them. Well, I didn't know that. We owned a lot of people at some point. That's like saying, oh, it's British related. Because the British colonized them at some point. The British colonized everybody at some point. What's up, Skippy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's work going? The U.S. didn't, though? We colonized a lot of fuckers, I think. I don't know. I didn't know we colonized the U.S. at some point. That's news to me. I'm taking a little break. Oh. Well, the stream has been derailed because my sponge cake turned out like shit and I had to start over. Now we're waiting for it to bake. Everything else is good, though. The buttercream is made. The kirsch syrup is made. The Japonese are made. Japanese. It's all made. Just need a sponge that isn't we just need a sponge that isn't pancake like. Not nearly as much as the British, who mainly did imperialize them by proxy. I mean, yeah, I know that. Luna is in the kitchen, folks. As soon as she's done taking a little eat of her food, I'll lift her up and show her off. Is Preston still here? Preston's gonna be pissed if they missed the Luna part. Hi, Luna. She's eating her food. You can't have me, the crab. I belong to everybody. I belong to everybody on YouTube. I'm a clown. You can't own a clown. Should I hold my microphone up to Luna eating and see if we can capture some Luna eating ASMR? Keep going. Keep going. Keep eating. Ignore me. Ignore me. Eat your food. Keep eating. Ignore me. Ignore me. Just eat your food. You all done? No, not yet. You're hungry. How was that? How was that, everybody? Mack, do you wear wigs? What? No. Why are you asking me that today? Why is that the second time I've been asked about that today? Well, Sponge Cake's got 30 minutes left. Oh, come here. Come here, come here. Don't run off. Come here. My goodness. The people want to see you, Goober. Don't you know that? Cats are great for a food-safe environment. Look, everybody wants to see your cute face. Why are you hiding it? Hmm? What? What's the matter? Are you mad? You seem a little mad. Okay, I'll put you down now. Alright, let's see how this sponge is doing. It's got 2 minutes left. It looks spongy! It looks we might have a sponge cake on our hands, folks. Let me get rid of this chair. Watch out. There's a chance I'll pull this camera down when I open the oven door. Do my best not to, but pull this sucker out. Ah, spongy. Wow, it's a little trampoliny. Is that a problem? I don't have any skewer. Okay, maybe I do have a skewer. God, it's a pain in the ass. Baking cake sucks. Baking bread is so much easier. It's not clean. Why the fuck isn't it clean? guess it's not done yet. Put it in there for another 10 minutes. 5 minutes? 5 minutes. We'll do 5 minutes. I want to go home. We'll do 5. We'll do 5. It was very liquid-y. I shouldn't have gotten rid of this chair after all. The gay council is currently VCing and judging you, just letting you know. Oh, whatever. Whatever. I don't even know why I bother streaming. All you people do is judge me. What's up, mods again? Oh, you're not saying hello to me. You're saying hello to Kiana, aren't you? Or Preston. I wonder if the microphone is charged enough yet for me to put it back on myself. I guess I don't know why I would even bother. Like, the setup seems to be working okay. Don't worry, we only give constructive feedback. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think AI made the recipe, but I'm just genuinely like, I'm so shocked like that someone would like upload a recipe like that. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? It didn't make any. It was just so wrong. It was wrong on so many levels. Something stuck to this. Fuck, I have nothing to talk about, and I just have to sit here and wait for another 3 minutes because this stupid cake doesn't want to turn out right. Why do you look sad? I'm not in a good mood right now. I'm a little annoyed. I'm pissed that the first sponge turned out so badly. It's okay. It is what it is. I shouldn't have chosen a cake to do on stream. It was a bad choice. I should just stick to things that I know. It's less frustrating. With sourdough is way easier. Sourdough is mountains easier. Doing a sourdough stream would be impossible though, because sourdough it takes like 3 days to make. It's a lot of waiting. So, but sourdough is way easier to make than cake. Bread is way easier to make than cake. Cake is a fucking pain in the ass, and I don't want to do it ever again. Would you like me to send you beans so you can make beans on toast on the stream? That would be a short stream. That'd be like a sub 20-minute stream. try this fucking bullshit again. It's still looking liquidy. It's still liquidy! Back in you go, fucker! Took an hour to bake a goddamn cake. You have to? Your next cake is going to be amazing? No, I give up. I'll just buy cakes from now on. Cakes are too much of a pain in the ass to make. Every time I try to make a cake, it turns out badly. Every single time. I don't think I've ever had it. I don't think I've ever tried to make a cake and it hasn't turned out badly. I just suck at baking cake. I can make cinnamon rolls. I can make pizza. I can make bread. Can't make cake. A man is not defined by his ability to make cake, mackerel. I can make bread. I think bread is more valuable than cake in terms of being able to make. Who doesn't love a nice, fresh loaf of bread out the oven? He made a cake that turned out great, even added a star decoration and stuff. A star decoration? I don't remember that. When did I do that? Prefer watching movies from home or going to the cinema? I like the cinema experience, but I think I generally prefer watching movies at home because there's a lot of annoying moviegoers. Did you forget? I guess. I don't remember making a cake with a star decoration. That doesn't sound familiar at all. Tachibana star. What? No, I don't remember that. You've seen how good you are at baking from your bread posting. This stream has been a vibe regardless of cake quality. Well, thank you, Ike. I'm glad you're having a good time regardless of my dog shit cake baking abilities. I'll send you a picture. It's a Nisekoi video reference. I don't remember doing that. For movies or TV shows? I don't know. I like them both if they're good. I guess maybe TV shows because I can watch them in shorter increments rather than sitting down for like 2 or 3 hours. Clean off the skewer so I can use it again. How's Just Stranding 2 going? I haven't started playing it. Do you wish to become a writer? No, not really. I've never tried to write. I think I might enjoy writing, but I've never done any creative writing. I mean, I guess my scripts are a form of writing, but that's different. And the middle kind of collapsed inward, which doesn't look great. Where did that skewer go? I just had it a minute ago. There it is. All right, it finally came out clean. It needed an extra 10 minutes. You'll be able to make the next golden Kamui. I believe in your ability, just as male appreciative too. You have a lot of faith in my fucking abilities for a guy who's never written anything. You expect me to make the next greatest piece of writing ever made. He'd be a great movie critic. Well, I haven't criticized any movies, but I am a critic of sorts. All right, we need to give that a couple minutes to cool before we pop it out of the springform pan and let it cool even further before we try to make the cake. There's a lot. This is the thing that's tough about cooking streams or baking streams. Anytime I think about doing them, there's so many recipes that just have a lot of fucking waiting involved, and I don't know what to do with that time. Believe in the me that believes in you, or whatever that anime person says. His name is Kamina, and he was a motherfucking legend. Staring contest? No, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing nothing like that. I ain't doing that. Just kidding. Surprise staring contest. Go. Nope. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it for long. I've got bright lights in my face. Wow. My vision is speckled with the lights burning into my eyes now, so I was never going to win that. I'm sure everybody won. That was weak as hell. The light was burning my eyes. I couldn't keep my eyes open. I need to keep watching Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann's epic. There's an animation on YouTube going on right now. They're releasing like a new episode every week. It's called I'm gonna look up the name because I think I have it right, but I'm gonna double check. Milky Subway. It's called Milky Subway. They're releasing a new episode every week. And I've been watching it, and like, it's like kind of enjoyable. Like, the animation's pretty good. The character designs are pretty bad. The voice performances are a bit irritating. The comedy sometimes hits and sometimes doesn't. But the thing that really bugs me about it is the way that it's animated. The characters in the show blink constantly. It's like birds. Like every like half second they're blinking. Like it's way too much, and it's driving me crazy when I'm watching it. Like it's distracting for me. It's hard for me to watch it because like the characters just blink like way too often. People don't need to blink that much. I don't know why they blink so much. It drives me crazy.
It's like every like minor head movement is linked with like 10 every minor head movement is linked with like 10 blinks. How much people blink in animations? Actually, I've never thought about it. I mean, like, I think realistically, like, you blink like every, I don't know, I'd just say between 2 and 5 seconds, depending on how moist your eyes need to be. And usually, like, an animation, I think most animations tend to maybe elongate that a little bit. There's batter on the wall. There's batter on the wall up here. So it's like they'll blink every like between like 5-7 seconds. With this animation, it's like constant, and it's like it's insane. It's like, how can you even see when you're blinking that often? All right, I'm gonna try to break this out of the springform pan now. Make some room. That seems to be pretty good. I need to like move this off of the piece underneath it, but I don't want to like destroy it by trying to do that. I'll try to use a spatula to kind of wiggle underneath it. Oh yeah, that works. Oh no, it's splitting in half. God. Whatever. Looks great. It looks usable, I guess. Kinda. On the bottom to help me out here. Oh god. This is really uneven. I'm actually afraid to like spread anything on this because this shit is like cracking and breaking every time I do anything. Actually, it's okay. It can take a little bit of abuse. Oh, and it immediately cracks when I said that. Fuck! Never baking a cake again after today. You have my word. I'll bake bread for people. I'll bake pizza for people. I'm never making a cake again. I fucking hate making cake. So fucking finicky. It's such a pain in the ass. And I always do it wrong, so why fucking bother? Realistically, I should probably cut the top off so I have like an even flat surface to use, but I just can't be fucking bothered anymore. Probably should let this cool a little longer. The buttercream is kind of melting on top of it. Oh, I forgot to put the fucking Kirsch syrup. God fucking damn it! Oh, for fuck's sake! There, Kirsch syrup.
What happened? Oh, shit. Turn that. Stop. Stop. Stop! Oh my god, what is going on? Okay, you can see me again. I already have a plate. It tastes fine, I guess. I'm sorry, everyone. I apologize that you all had to just see that. I'm gonna go now. I hope you have a better day than I'm having. Bye, everyone.